Hello children, today we are going to study EVS lesson 16, the earth and the sky. Children, God has made us. Since God loves us, He has made several other things also, so that we could live a good life. God has created animals, birds, trees, mountains, rivers, oceans, sun, moon, stars, and many other things which have a lot of importance in our lives. Now children, let us read the first page. There are many objects in the sky. During the day, the sky is blue in color. The sun shines during the day. At noon, the sun is brightest. During night, the sky is dark and we see the moon and the stars. During the rainy season, the sky is covered with clouds. The clouds turn gray in color. Dark clouds bring rain. The sun. The sun is a star. It is the star closest to the earth. The sun is a huge ball of fire. It gives us heat and light. Without the heat and light of the sun, there could be no life on the earth. The sun rises in the east and sets in the west. The sun is very huge in size, but it looks very small as it is very far from us. The moon. We see the moon at night. The moon is round in shape. It is smaller than the earth. It has no light of its own. We see it because of the sun's light falling on it. It has no air or water. Hence, there is no life on the moon. The moon goes around the earth. Phases of the moon. Look at the moon in the sky for a few nights. Does the shape of the moon remain the same every night? The shape of the moon keeps changing. It is different on different nights. It is because we see only that part of the moon which receives sunlight. These changes in the moon shape are called phases of the moon. Let us understand the first page. Children, in the blue sky above, we see many objects like sun, which shines brightly during the day and brightest at noon time. Then we see moon and stars at night. During rainy season, we see clouds in the sky, which brings rain. Now the sun. Children, sun is also a star, which is closest to the earth. Since the temperature of the sun is very high and its shape is round, it looks like a big ball of fire. Sun gives us heat and light. Without sun, the earth would have been very cold and there could have been no life on earth. The sun rises in the east and sets in the west. When it rises in the east, it is called dawn. And when it sets in the west, it is called dusk. Now the moon. Children, moon is also round in shape and we see it at night. The moon shines only when the light of the sun reflects on its parts. Moon does not have its own light. There is no life on moon because it does not contain air or water. The moon revolves or take a circle round the earth. Children, the shape of moon changes from time to time. Though it is always round in shape, but since we see only that part of moon which receives sunlight, we feel as if it is changing its shape. The changes in the moon shape are called phases of the moon. We see full moon, half moon, crescent moon and new moon. Children, let us read the second page. Neil Armstrong was an American astronaut. He was the first human to step on the moon on 21st July 1969. Rakesh Sharma was the first Indian astronaut to go into space. Kalpana Chawla was the first Indian woman to go into space. The stars. There are many stars in the sky. They have light of their own. Some of these stars are even bigger than the sun. They look small as they are very far from us. We cannot see stars in the daytime. It is because of the light of the sun is very bright. We see the stars at night. The sky looks dark at night. The earth. We live on the planet Earth. It is like a huge ball. The earth moves around the sun. The earth consists of three things: land, air and water. About 2/3 of the earth's surface is covered with water. Therefore, it is also called the blue planet. The earth's surface is not the same everywhere. In some places, there are high mountains. In some places, the land is plain. In some places, there are small hills. In others, there are deserts. The earth is surrounded by a thick layer of air. It is called the atmosphere. This layer of air makes life possible on the earth. Our solar system. The earth moves around the sun. There are 7 more planets that move around the sun. The sun and its 8 planets, namely Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune, together form the solar system. Children, now let us understand the second page. Children, there are hundreds and thousands of stars in the sky. These stars have their own light. Since the stars are very far from Earth, we think that they are small. But the fact is that some stars are bigger than the sun. Because of the bright sunlight, we cannot see the stars during daytime. We can only see the stars at night because that time the sky is dark. Children, the best planet where life exists is the planet Earth. It is also round in shape. As the moon moves round the earth moves around the sun. Earth has land, air and water, which is important for living. Children, Earth is also called a blue planet because 2/3 of Earth's surface is covered with water. Whole of the Earth is not plain. We have big mountains, plateaus and valleys on Earth. The Earth is surrounded by a thick layer of air, which is called atmosphere. Children, there are 8 planets which are moving round the sun. First and nearest to the sun is Mercury, then Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune, and they all together form a solar system. Let us read the last page. Day and night. The earth moves around the sun. The part of the earth that faces the sun has day. The other part that does not face the sun has night. Save planet Earth. The earth is the only planet which has plants, animals and human beings living on it. But due to some human activities, life on our planet is in danger. To save our planet Earth, we should do the following things. Plant as many trees as possible. Do not waste water. Switch off the lights when they are not in use. Keep your surroundings clean. treat animals with love and care. Now let us understand the last page. Children, since the earth moves round the sun, and so when the part of the earth that faces the sun, we get light, and so we call it day. And the other part which does not face the sun gets no light. So it is dark and we call it night. There is only one planet, the earth, which has plants, animals, and human beings living on it. But because of carelessness by us humans, the life of our planet is in danger. It is our duty to save our planet, and for which we should plant more and more trees. Then we should save water. We should keep our house clean and also see that our area and our city is clean. We should love and care for the animals, plants and birds. So I hope, children, you all must have understood the lesson. Do revise it at home. Thank you and God bless you all.